Hey guys, Ashley here with day 11 of VEDIM, and today's video is going to be a top 10. I know, just when you thought you would see from the top 10s. Right, but one second. Today's top 10 are my top 10, well, it's the top 10 series of games and the game from each series that kind of inspired my love for that. Obviously, as a massive video gamer, I've played lots and lots of series. My top 5 are in order, but the rest of them are just not. So, good for half-assedness. I'm only kidding, guys. You guys know I love you. But anyway, yeah. So, moving on. Entry number 10. 10. I do 2 hands. I'm holding my tablet on my other one, so. But yeah, is Kingdom Hearts. And my choice for that one is obviously Kingdom Hearts 1. When I first heard about the whole idea of Disney and Sony doing a video game together, I can assure you I was the least likely to ever play it. I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. The idea is crappy, it sucks. I'm just gonna trash it. 5 minutes into playing Kingdom Hearts, I realised I was incredibly wrong. It's a brilliant series, and it's so entertaining and so kind of captivating. It was a really good. It was a really well placed decision, and I'm glad I stuck with it. Even though now I'm getting wound up because it's like, give us number 3, not 2.8. We want number 3. We've been asking for number 3 for the last 5 years. Give it to us, please. So yeah, number 10 is Kingdom Hearts. Number 9 is Mortal Kombat RPGs. Now, they've kind of done something similar with Mortal Kombat X, which is now Mortal Kombat XL, for those of you who are trying to keep up. But the idea of a proper RPG style Mortal Kombat was amazing. My choice for this one is gotta be Shaolin Monks. Me and my brother had the, how can I describe it, unrelenting pursuit of this game, to the point where we must have completed it about 4 or 5 times in 1 week, just because we knew we could. It was such a great game, and so awesome. And the story was actually gripping instead of a storyline that you kind of, I can pursue this or not. I actually really thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, and so did my brother. So, you know, that's always important. And it kind of, I don't know, it was our weird way of bonding. Number 8 is Super Mario. I don't really talk about Super Mario, mainly because I don't actually genuinely enjoy them. Yes, no, I said that. I don't like Mario games. I don't know what it is. It's just, I did when I was younger, but looking back now, I enjoyed a lot of stupid shit I was younger that I don't like anymore. And don't get me wrong, Mario games are great for Mario players, but I'm not a Mario player. That's kind of painfully obvious for me as well. I never will be, so hey, enjoy. But yeah, so no, I tried to be but failed horribly, so Mario kind of gets put at number 7 rather. No, it was number 8. Number 7 is the Breath of Fire series, and I'm choosing Breath of Fire 3 for this one, mainly because it was the only Breath of Fire game I actually completed. I don't know why, it was. It was so beautiful and so captivating that you just couldn't work your head around it. And it was just really awesome. And genuinely, it was a game I really liked, which I didn't think I would. But I mean, the storyline was very hit or miss. It was up to you, kind of thing. But no, the actual gameplay was, the actual game was very meaty. That was really something you can sink your teeth into and probably, you could go for 8 or 10 hours and barely get anywhere, but it was a great game and that's why you loved it. So yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is my number 7. Number 6 is the Fable series, more specifically Fable 2, because I fell in love with it. I think my brother played it before I did, and he was like, "You have to check this out," and I was like, not really heard much from Lionhead, so I'm not sure what I think, and now I thoroughly take that back. Sorry. Fable is an amazing game series, and I love it so much. And yeah, it was genuinely a worthwhile series and definitely something. Of course, the latest rumour, which isn't a rumour as far as we know, has really kind of put a dampener on this, because I was really looking forward to something like Fable Legends. And curse you, Microsoft, this is why I cheated on you with Sony. But anyway, yeah, so number 6 is Fable, more specifically Fable 2. And now we're in the top 5. These are in order. I hope you're keeping up. The top 5 will be like my 5 greatest things, from 5 to 1, which is 5 being I love it, to 1 being this game defined me. And number 5 is, what was it? Is the Streets of Rage series, more specifically Streets of Rage 2. Any of the vintage gamers out there who know what Streets of Rage was like, you are awesome. And yeah, Streets of Rage 2 was really it was really gripping. It really kind of, when I first played it, I was mesmerised by like bright lights and flashing colours. And I still am. What's changed? But it was a really good game series and I really enjoyed it. Streets of Rage 1 was definitely something that grabbed my attention and wouldn't let go. Streets of Rage 3, I don't know, because I'm finding it very difficult to be interested in Streets of Rage 3. I felt like it was too difficult to actually continue on with. So I didn't really play Streets of Rage 3. But Streets of Rage 2 was definitely the Streets of Rage that I kind of looked at and was like, yes, this is it. This is my this is the game for me at the moment. And I absolutely adored it. Number 4 is the Tomb Raider series. And obviously, gotta be a loyal bitch, and it goes to Tomb Raider 1. That was without a doubt an amazing game. When I first played it, way back when I was just a wee slip of a lad. Okay, I was 16, 18, which I was instantly like, yes, this is everything I want in a game. And they've come and gone. Some have been better than others, but Tomb Raider 1 was definitely a vintage point and a massive statement as far as my love for video games was concerned. So yeah, bonus. So number 4 is Streets of Rage 1. Number 3, my top 3. Number 3 is Resident Evil, more specifically, my personal opinion, the best Resident Evil game is Code Veronica X / Code Veronica if you've got that version. There's just so much to do, so many exploration with different characters. Sorry, that's my mum telling off my dogs. Yeah, so much exploration, so many different characters, so much more, which is something that was definitely needed after Resident Evil 1, 2, 3 and the Survivors and everything else. So it was sort of first game on PlayStation, first like Resident Evil I think on PlayStation 2, and it was a case of let's grab our balls, because it was an amazing game and was so worthwhile. And it was just, I could probably make an entire video about my love for Resident Evil Code Veronica. But I'm not going to, so moving on. Number 2 is Sonic the Hedgehog. And no, I don't mean all these stupid Sonic Spin Dash and Sonic Spinball and Sonic and Crew XV1/QG295 whatever extra. Now I'm talking about way back in like the Mega Drive years. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. That turned out for an 8-star. Anyone who doesn't know that code is dead to me, and you deserve to be like dishonoring you and dishonor your cow. But Sonic 1 was probably the game that created my love of video games. And you know, I never have regretted a second spent playing Sonic the Hedgehog. But that's only number 2. And number 1, the one game that I can honestly say is the most satisfying video game I've ever played, which is Final Fantasy VIII. I bet you thought I was going to say 7. Fuck you, bitches. Nah. 7 was a great game, but for me, it wasn't enough of a good game. And if it's not enough, it's not enough. But oh my god, the graphics at the time could make a grown man cry. They were so pretty. The storyline literally grabs you in a chokehold from like 20 minutes on, because you just want to work everything out and see everything make sense. And the lore and mythology and see, everyone hates on the junction system and like the abilities system for Final Fantasy VIII. I personally think it's the best one. Final Fantasy VIII is my game. It is, by definition, my favourite game in history. So yeah, those were my top 10 video games of all time. I really hope you guys, like, if you've got your own, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, because, you know, us YouTubers, we survive by shares. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll do another video tomorrow. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.